Hello students, we have a vast variety of animal species. So our today's topic is related with animal specimens. Today we are going to discuss about some of the specimens which is in your syllabus. So the first one is related with amoeba. As you know, amoeba, it is microscopic, only few mm, 0.22 can say 5 mm. So it's a very minute in structure, body made up of single cell, lack of permanent nucleus, yet nucleus is there, vacuoles are there, but possess ectoplasm and endoplasm. Cytoplasm is divided into two. Body have no permanent structure, can bear any type of shape. It possesses pseudopodia and vacuoles. The mode of reproduction is binary fission and budding. In the lab we have its slide. So we are going for the next specimen. The next specimen is that you can see here. Can you guess it? This is Ascaris, or which you call it as roundworm. If you see its classification, it comes in kingdom Animalia, phylum Nemathala, Minthus, genus Ascaris, and species Lumbriocoides. So in this way, its name is Ascaris lumbriocoides. These are roundworms. It is common intestinal parasite of man, especially children. Occasionally it may occur in the intestine of pigs, sheep, cattle, donkey, all these. If you see the body is cylindrical with tapering ends. To see the ends, they are tapered. Front end of the body, it has a terminal triradial mouth surrounded by 3 lips. The top, a little behind in anterior end, there is a small excretory pore. Excretory pore is present at the interior end. The adult worms are sexually dimorphic. Males are comparatively smaller than the females. Here you can see I had taken this one is the female one and this one is the male one. So if you see, then the main features that they are endoparasite, they have elongated body with tapering ends, body is covered with cuticle and mouth is guarded by 3 lips. Now the next organism is you can guess it, this is leech, whom you call it as Arundinaria granulosa. If you see its classification, its kingdom is Animalia, phylum in Annelida, and we call it as Arundinaria granulosa. Genus is Arundinaria. It is found in ponds, lakes, rivers, swamps, in moist soil, near sea water bodies. It is endoparasite of, ectoparasite of cattle and other animals, because it used to suck the blood from them from outside. It sucks blood when it comes in the contact with the host body. Its body is somewhat dorsoventrally flattened and measures about 15 centimeter in length. But if you stretch its body, it can stretch up to 30 centimeter, just double if it requires. The color of the body is olive green. Body is divided into 33 segments, and each segment has superficial 2 to 5 rings. Anterior part of the body is narrower and bears a ventral triradial mouth surrounded by a cup-like anterior sucker at the top. Posterior ends bear a large posterior sucker and a mid-dorsal anus just in front of the sucker. If you see, please, it is a hermaphrodite animal. Hermaphrodite means both male and female gametes are there on the same body, but it shows cross fertilization. Okay, so overall it is slimy, elongated, segmented body, presence of anterior and posterior suckers. Now we come to the next. This you can see, and I think you can guess it, what it is. It is prawn, whom we call it as Paleomon. Its kingdom is Animalia, phylum is Arthropoda, and genus Paleomon, species Malcon sonai. If you see, it occurs in fresh water such as river, ponds, lakes, swamps. Body is curved, about 15 to 18 centimeter long. It is differentiated into cephalothorax and a long abdomen. Cephalothorax. It is dorsally covered by a hard carapace, which extend as a serratus process that we call the rostrum. Cephalothorax, it bears 8 pairs of segmented legs and on pair each are antennules and stalked compound eyes. Abdomen consists of 6 segments with 1 pair of paleopod, each used for swimming. Prawns are unisexual, that is, males and female sex organs occur in separate individuals. Now, let us proceed for the next one. This you can see, students, it's very common. Most of you have seen it, and I think you know it very well. This is Phyla globosa, whom we call it as apple snail. It's a snail. If you classify them, its kingdom is Animalia, phylum Mollusca, class Gastropoda, genus Phyla, species Globosa. If you see its body, it is commonly found in fresh water, stream, ponds, ditches, lakes, rich field, rice field soil, rice fields also. Because although it is aquatic, but it can live without water for some time. It has a soft and slimy body, but it is enclosed in a calcareous shell. Opening of the shell is closed by a thick plate like operculum, that you can see here, operculum. The body is differentiated into head, foot, visceral mass and mantle. Head overhangs the foot and bears two pairs of tentacles and one pair of eye. Sexes are separate with slight sexual dimorphism. So you can see that upper one, this upper one, it is the outer lip, whom we call the operculum. Now I think you know very well about this. This is what? Starfish. If you classify them, then it comes kingdom Animalia, phylum Echinodermata, and genus Asterias and species Rubens. So we call it Asterias. That is starfish. It is a marine animal and is found crawling on rocks, sea bottom, in shallow water. Its body is flattered, star-shaped and pentamerous with a small central disc and two short and tapering radiating arms, that you can see here, radiating arms. The oral surface directed downwards and bears pentagonal mouth in the central disc. Sexes are separate without sex dimorphism. So you can see here each arm has 4 rows of tubes. Students, the next one is, I think you are aware with this. Okay. As you can see, it is a fish, whom we call rohu fish, that is Labiorohita. You see its kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, subphylum Vertebrates, genus Labio, species Rohita. So we call it as Labiorohita. I think you know detail about it. It's a freshwater animal widely used as food fish in our country. It measures about 30 to 90 centimeter in length. Body is somewhat dorsoventrally flattened, streamlined, dusky black, pale white ventrally, which is covered with overlapping cycloid scales. These scales, they are waterproof. Mouth is subterminal. and ventral, a pair each of nostril and large lateral eyes without eyelids are present at the top near the mouth. 5 pairs of gill slits covered by an operculum are also present. Three median, ventral and paired pectoral and pelvis fins are present for swimming. So these fins, they help it in swimming. If you have observed a fish, how rapidly they used to swim, go up and down. So this is due to their fins. Tail is, you can say, caudal fins. Equally low, they are known as tail. Sexes are separate. Males are without claspers. Claspers help in mating. Okay, students, now this you can see. Can you guess what is this? This is another type of fish. This is also a type of fish, you can see. Yes, okay. This fish is known as Scoliodon. This is Scoliodon. We call it as dogfish or shark. Its kingdom is Animalia, phylum Chordata. Its genus is Scoliodon. As its name is dogfish, it is also known as shark. It is found in the coastal water of India. If you see its body is somewhat laterally compressed, spindle shaped or streamlined body with pointed snout. Snout, आगे का मुंह का region, ये this region, this is pointed. The body is differentiated into head, trunk and tail. Here you can see. Yes. The body is dorsoventrally compressed, which ventrally bears the semicircular mouth with sharp, inwardly covered and pointed teeth. 2 large eyes are present on the head. 2 mid-dorsal, 1 mid-ventral, 1 caudal and 2 pairs of lateral, that is pectoral and pelvic fins are present. And all these fins help in swimming. Sexes are separate. Males have claspers in pelvic region. These claspers are copulatory organs. The interesting thing that sharks are viviparous. It means they give birth to their young ones. Students, this you can see the last one. I think you guess it. You know about it. This is a frog. It is Rana tegrina. Its kingdom is Animalia, phylum Chordata, subphylum Vertebrata, class Amphibia, and it's known as Rana tegrina. It is commonly seen during the rainy season. As rain starts, they used to come out from the soil and lives in ponds, pools, lakes, river. It has, if you see its body, the mouth region, it is triangular, bilaterally symmetrical body with head and trunk. The skin is dark green with black patches, moist and is covered with mucus. Due to the presence of mucus, it is slimy to touch. The skin of the skin color, it may change according to the environment. If you see its eyes, it possesses bulging eyes without eyelids. Eyes are protected by a thin membrane inside it that we call the nictitating membrane. So this protects the eyes. The trunk bears two pairs of limbs. The hind limbs are webbed and are longer than the forelimbs, and they help in swimming. Sexes are separate. Males have vocal sacs located a little behind the mouth. During breeding season, males develop nuptial or copulatory pad on the first finger of foreleg, which helps in copulation. So students, this is a little description about all these specimens which are here in the lab and which is in your syllabus. You have to, and this will come in the spotting, where they will be given to you and you have to identify them, write down their identifying features. So you have to draw its well level diagram, level it quickly and then write down its features.